One of the things that I absolutely love about Italian cuisine is its simplicity. Possibly one of Italy's most famous culinary exports, and a dish that we've all grown to love even in our country, is their bruschetta. What is bruschetta? Bruschetta is basically pieces of toasted bread, right? In this case, we've got a lovely French baguette, which I've got over here, as you can see. Yeah, basically nice country bread, or in this case, a baguette, which is drizzled with some fresh virgin olive oil, absolutely essential to Italian cooking, seasoned with a little bit of garlic, sometimes a little bit of salt as well, nicely grilled, and then that bread is topped with different kinds of toppings. The topping that we're going to do today for our bruschetta is an absolute Italian classic. It's tomatoes, right? And in this case, I've got some beautiful vine-ripened tomatoes, garlic, and fresh basil. Okay, so let's get down to making this really simple and delicious appetizer, our tomato, basil, and garlic bruschetta. The first thing we need to do is make our topping for the bruschetta. So let's start with our garlic. So I'm going to start off by just peeling them. Now I really like to use a paring knife. I've got myself a beautiful paring knife by Cartini, and what I love about it is its kind of design and sturdiness. So I'm just simply gonna take off the ends of the garlic and then lightly bash it to kind of release the skin from the garlic, and then just simply peel it off. Right, so our garlic is done. Now all we need to do is chop it up nice and fine. I'm just using the paring knife. This is called mincing. So we're basically just mincing that garlic finely. Okay, so garlic is done. I'm just going to transfer it to our mixing bowl. Now let's get down to our beautiful cherry tomatoes. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. So these are vine ripened, as you can see, on the vine. They are just so much more flavorsome, and when again you're doing a dish like this, your tomatoes are the hero. Okay, so you want to make sure you get the best quality tomatoes that you can get your hands on. It's really going to make all the difference to your bruschetta. So we've got, I would say, a nice handful of our beautiful vine ripened tomatoes. I'm just going to keep them here and then simply get down to chopping them up. Quarters, technically. And into the mixing bowl they go. So that's done. What I'm going to do is just transfer these juices right into this bowl, and now we'll get down to chopping our basil. So what we're going to do is just simply place all your leaves like so, okay, little pile of those leaves, and then you're going to roll them over like this, and then simply slice. Our basil is done. All we need to do now is dress our topping. I'm going to start with a little bit of rock salt, a nice crack of pepper, and now a nice drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. So that's it. What I want to do is just simply mix it up. Just gently mix up all of these beautiful ingredients, and as you're mixing it up, all of those juices of the tomatoes, the oil, the salt, the pepper, and that kind of little bit of pungency of the garlic, they're all going to kind of come together and give you a beautiful, simple, rustic topping. Okay, so now I'm just going to put away this topping, and I'm just going to let those flavors mature and come together while we get down to grilling our bruschetta. So nice French baguette, crisp on the outside and perfectly soft on the inside. Now, when you're slicing bread, you need a bread knife. I've got a beautiful, nice bread knife from Cartini, nice serrated edge, and it has a fairly stiff blade that's going to help you cut through that bread. Okay, so I'm just going to halve. Wow, look at that. And now I'm just going to begin by cutting them into 1 centimeter thick slices. Okay, so now all we need to do is drizzle our sliced baguette with virgin olive oil. Okay, so just a few drops. Lovely. Okay, now I'm just going to brush together these slices like so. Now all we need to do is toast them, and then we're going to top them with our simple and delicious topping, and then they're going to be ready to eat. Right, so I'm going to wait for this pan to get nice and hot. So that's our topping, and as you can see, all of those flavors have now had a chance to mature and meld and come together. When you're making any bruschetta topping, a good 10, 15, 20 minutes for the flavors to mature and come together is a good idea. Okay, pan is nice and hot. I'm just going to place our slices oil side down. You can use a pucker or in this case a spoon, anything to kind of just toast it down. Time to check our bruschetta. So I'm just going to turn them over like so. Perfect. That is absolutely done. So I'm going to quite simply spoon over our topping. Now all of those juices, they are absolutely packed with flavor, but in this case I'm going to leave them out of that bread because they're going to make our bread soggy. So just a little bit. Now quickly let's plate it up. So that was my version of a real Italian classic, an appetizer of bruschetta with tomatoes, basil, garlic and some beautiful extra virgin olive oil. Really easy to make, and like I said, a real crowd pleaser. Do give it a try, really.